Right, we're headed out here at Mr. and Mrs. Gwin's house. Doing a little follow-up visit today, just to go over the proposal and kind of scope of work after we nailed that down. What we're looking at, we have 35 windows. Most of them are 47 by 82s. We do have some smaller ones, but for the most part, looking at quite a few very large windows. We got some elevation in the back that we're going to look at here in a second, and we also have some stucco banding that's going to be necessary as part of the project. Again, just for aesthetics and also for just waterproofing the exterior, making sure that we don't have any unnecessary water infiltration as a result of the project. So that's kind of what we're looking at. Basically, starting out front here, all of the windows do have basically an upper and lower band on them, but what we're going to have to do basically is enclose that and continue that on both sides of the window, on all windows, just again to make sure that not only we can match and provide some color continuity, but also make sure that we're not opening up any kind of water issues down the road. So again, up front here we have identical bay windows. We're keeping these the same. We're going to all double hungs. Shutters are great. They're interior mount, so we have plenty of room on the shutters to not only install and remove, but also to operate the double hung tilt wash feature. So that's what we got in these bays. Up front here, flanking this the front door, we have two very large 47 by 82s double hungs, and then we have two picture window transoms directly above that. So those would be replaced as well. They had some stucco work done as part of the front door installation and ended up not being too happy with that result in terms of color matching. So another reason why doing the stucco banding is a much more fail-safe solution than pretending that we're going to be able to match aged stucco. Coming over here, same window here, again interior shutters, plenty of clearance, so that's not an issue at all. Color is Sandtone. We would be doing half screens. Again, just for some of the views that we'll see here in back, they did want to request half screens, and we are doing smart sun glass package. Keep the 3-to-2 split on the windows. These two windows here in a closet, we're going to keep those windows operable, and again, stucco banding all the way around. This window is in a guest room right here. This window, as opposed to two twins, single hungs, we are going to do a single gliding unit, which will be a great solution, more energy efficient, and they'll get rid of that horizontal bar. So that was what we would do in the guest room. Coming over here, we have a bath window. We're not going to do any obscurity on the glass. That's a 1-to-1 split, so we'll keep that the same. You can see that one's failing, right? It's fogged, and as we were sitting there in the living room or in the dining room, the windows are just condensating, onto the sill. I mean, just a ton of moisture on the interior of these aluminum windows. So 1-to-1 split here in the bathroom, no obscurity. And here's where we get into some of the elevation, where we're going to need some scaffolding, and we're going to need just some extra care with the project. Coming around back here, these four big guys right here are all in the master, so that's actually not too bad. This is the first time I've been down here. That's not too bad at all. We're probably looking at 11-12 feet to the window. Same thing here. We already have the stucco banding on the bottom is good with the band that goes all the way around the house, but we will need to do some banding on the sides, on the vertical areas of the window. Looks like right here that's a problem. Oh my gosh. Right over here, this whole glazing strip is just eroded. It's gone. That's a little wow. Might just make them aware of that. But this whole glazing strip here, you can see the seal of the window. So that whole side is not being held in by that glazing strip. On the bottom here, this is all basically, it's a really cool area, this bottom floor. It's a kind of a game room slash just extra living quarters. But they're having obviously problems with these windows too, these 47 by 82s. Kind of the same issues, condensation, drafts, just really not a Windows solution that's working for them. So again, stucco there. Coming around here, we have an exercise room on these. Right here, these four, well, these three are in the exercise room here, and then this one is in a part of that that extra living space. But same thing there, basically just the same issues that we're having everywhere else. Up above here, this is where we get into some of our elevation. These three are off the dining room, and obviously this is why they have a tremendous view from those windows, and that's why they wanted to keep those splits the way they are, to keep that check rail out of the sideline. So that these three, and then a couple more that we'll look at on the right side are the major elevation issues. Up in here, up in this area, that covered patio, we do have two more double hung, same size, flanking some set of French doors out into the patio. So that's all part of the scope of work, and we just can't see them from down here. Okay, so here's going to be the main attraction. Obviously we got river rock. Can't really tell, but it's a pretty significant grade here. Going down, really doesn't see it on the video probably, but we have a nice cement slab here. Looks like it was poured maybe for an extra AC unit. And then we have this slab here, so we do have some level ground for scaffolding. But you can see these three, that's a good distance. It's probably 18 to 20 feet from ground level up to these three, again on the dining. So those definitely going to have to pull something out of the bag of tricks and scaffolding and something to make that happen and safe for everybody. These two here are in the kitchen. We're not going to do anything with those. Just going to leave those alone. And then coming up here, this window, this is, I believe, in the laundry. So this is one of the others with some elevation here. Again, just 1-to-1 split. I think it's a 23 by 47 double hung. Not quite as bad. This one's probably about 15 feet from ground. And then I think we're pretty much, that's pretty much all of them. And then here you can see kind of, maybe if I get up here. So this gives an idea of kind of the terrain, what we're working with here for those dining. And then the laundry. So that's pretty much the extent of the project. We already have a really good understanding of scope of work. Jim and I spent some time before my meeting with them today to really understand the scope and you know, what's needed as part of the project. So have a very good handle on everything necessary and kind of how that would pan out for the project. So Mr. and Mrs. Gwin, we appreciate you guys considering us and talking to us about your project, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with you. Thanks so much.